Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, Praful. How are you?
Thanks for asking, ma'am. I'm also doing great.
So, before we proceed further, since we are meeting for the first time, I would like you to introduce yourself to me.
Sure, ma'am. Yeah. So, as you see my name on the picture, so my name is Praful. I'm basically from Maharashtra, Pune, but I was born and brought up in Nagpur. But since 10 years, I have been here in Pune only. Professionally, I'm a software developer, currently working as a team lead. I have total 10 plus year of experience in a software. And talking about my hobbies, yes, I like to play cricket, watch cricket, and I like to read a novel as well. So that's all about me, ma'am.
Good hobbies. Reading is certainly considered to be the best hobby we can consider
Yes,
because it contributes to knowledge gaining as well as it helps in fluency also. How
obviously, yeah,
my question to you that
yeah, ma'am.
I said that reading helps in gaining knowledge, but at the same time, speaking also. How's it possible?
Both are directly proportion each other, right? If you are reading, means if anyone has a habit to read, so obviously that will going to help him for speaking as well, right? Because if anyone has a content, then and only then he would able to express through the speaking, right? So both, that's why I earlier said both are directly proportion each other. If reading is increasing, then obviously speaking is also going to automatically increasing. Yeah,
Very good.
yeah,
Praful, language has four skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. We
yes,
cannot separate speaking from rest of the three skills.
yeah,
So
obviously,
when we are reading, mind is absorbing the enriched vocabulary, the sentence structures, and they are going into a memory lane.
yes,
So, of course, consciously we are not absorbing them, but mind is very smart. Whatever we are reading, it is just absorbing it and they are going into our memory lane registered somewhere. Of course,
yeah,
I admit that it's not an overnight process, it takes time.
obviously, ma'am.
So, when we are in this habit of reading, one fine morning, whatever is registered, they sprout out like popcorns. And
Yes,
at that time, we are surprised, oh, how could I speak this word? How could I speak this sentence? But has absorbed everything. So,
yes,
reading, according to me, is the best hobby. Moreover, mostly they say that a reader doesn't never feels isolated because book is the best friend.
yes. Yeah, miss, for me book is my best friend, and even I am also compassionate with the book, right? Because I believe a book provides a lot of knowledge to individual. Because if, and I am personally, means I am believe, if I have a book, then I don't need the external friend.
Yes, very good.
Yeah,
Another thing which you said that you watch cricket, you play
yes,
cricket.
yeah.
Who is the favorite cricketer?
Yeah, my favorite cricketer is Yuvraj Singh. Yeah,
Okay, now he's
because
retired.
yeah, he is retired, but since he had been doing a fantastic job for our India, for our country.
Yeah,
Yeah, when he was playing that time, India won the two big tournament. One
yes,
was 2007 World Cup, and another one was 2011 World Cup. And in both the World Cup, he had played it tremendously, very, very
tremendous.
well, right?
One
And
thing
you,
more for which he is very popular and best known, famous for that. Uh, is it
yeah,
coming?
yeah, he's basically famous for his cancer. So
Oh, yeah.
basically, yes, in 2011 World Cup, he was just struggling with cancer. Still, he was continuing playing for India.
Mm,
Even most of the people suggested him to stop
mm.
playing in the World Cup, but he was very astonished. He was a very stubborn during that
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
and he wanted to win a World Cup for India. That's why he was continuously playing, and even even he got a man of the series of that tournament. So
Yes.
yeah, that's why I liked him very well because he's very passionate about his profession. He has a never give up attitude, and same attitude is also me. That's why I have been means that's why Yuvraj Singh is a best player for me. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Even I am a ardent fan of Yuvraj Singh. One thing which I was talking about that he is very famous for, that he had hit six sixes
yes,
in one go
yeah. In 2007 World Cup, I clearly remember
against a
that.
Britisher, I think.
Yeah, against a British and that against us, what was the name of that ball? Stuart, something like that, and he was a really frontline bowler of British, right?
Mm,
So yeah, he before hitting the six, he was fighting against one frontline batsman, and he got angry, and yes, and he exposed his angriness
so,
through hitting the ball.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, he would lose temper easily, and he just anger sometimes he cannot control.
yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Coming to this question, which I generally ask, that you have joined the fluency classes, what prompted you to do so?
My main motto, ma'am, really means I like to make identity with stranger.
Okay.
Yeah. Even yes, the main motto to join this application is to speak English without grammatical mistake.
Mm,
I don't have a confidence issue because
I know.
being a team lead, I need to handle a multiple customer.
Mm,
Even I am nowadays I am also working with overseas customer. I made a three or four project go live for overseas. Even
mhm,
I also exposed two or three countries from my office.
mhm.
So yeah, but my main motto is to speak English without grammatical mistake, and I want to speak like a professional speaker. So yes, I have been following Swami Mukudananda on YouTube, and my main motto is just to speak like him only. That's why I joined this platform.
Very good.
Yeah.
You said that you want to talk to the strangers, right? This is
Yes.
what you said. Um, you are on the elevator,
Yeah.
and how two, three people are there around. How would you talk to them? Of course, for a few seconds.
Yeah, miss. Obviously, miss. If I, yeah, miss. As I said, I want to make my identity by stranger. So
Mhm,
yes, first of all, I don't know them. So it's my responsibility to interact with them first from my side. So obviously, I go to there. I ask them, "Hey, man, how are you?" And then I ask, where are you from actually? So if
mhm.
he said, yeah, I'm from Maharashtra, then obviously I'm also from Maharashtra. So that bonding will go increase gradually,
How
right?
will you say bye bye to them?
Yeah, means after yes, I can say that yes, nice to speak with you.
Yeah.
Now it's my time to go to something another place. So
Mhm.
bye bye. We will try to keep in touch, and
Yeah.
whenever I require any help, then definitely I will get back to you. So in
Yeah.
this way, I would like to end the conversation.
Yes. Hope to meet you again.
Yeah,
Right? Okay. Before we proceed further, I would like to introduce myself as well. I'm
go on.
Sarita Ohri, associated with the field of teaching for the last 20 years. I have taught in residential as well as in day schools. I have taught the IELTS students also for
Yeah,
4 years online.
yeah,
I'm with English Shari, and I have helped so many students to become fluent in their day to day conversation as well as how to speak eloquently on the stage. So, this is all about me. Anything you want to ask about myself, you're free to.
Yeah, ma'am. Nice, miss. I'm
Mhm.
really happy to hear about you. And
Mhm.
yes, I want to one thing. Yes, your hand will always keep on my head, so I would get a help from your side to for the betterment of my.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
certainly.
yeah,
Okay, let us come to the topic. Topic
yeah,
given on the portal is let us ask questions.
yeah.
I'm sure this is the topic. What's the importance of asking questions?
Yeah, it's very important because the question is the way where you can start the interaction with anyone,
Mm-hmm.
right? Suppose, for example, if you are sit in a meeting and uh, if you s- if you don't ask any question, so that impact will be in a not on a good note, right? So yes, if you are sitting, if anyone has, if anyone is sitting in a conference, then definitely if you ask a question, then the people will definitely get impress on that person. So asking a question is the big thing to achieve the success. So
Yes.
yeah,
Good. We learn, we exchange connections, we
yeah,
discover something,
yeah.
new ideas are added, and of
Yes.
course, curiosity is also satisfied.
Yeah, because people get to know how, if
Mhm.
you ask a question, then people get to know how much knowledge that guy has. Because without knowledge, nobody has a courage to ask the question, right? Suppose if I ask any random question, and due to my question, if the conversation diverted to another topic, then again that whole the blame come on my shoulder, right? So yeah, if anyone has a knowledge, if anyone has a confidence, that person definitely would go definitely ask the question in open forum. Yeah.
Difference between a good and a bad question.
Yeah,
Huh?
there is a lot of difference between good question and bad question. So good, if
Mhm.
you ask a good question, definitely if anyone asks a good question,
Mhm.
uh, so that will helpful for that individual to improve their knowledge, right? And obviously, if anyone has asked a bad question, even I am personally, I don't like to give the answer of his bad question, because bad question is always decreasing the knowledge, and bad question is always demotivate the person.
Right.
So yeah,
Open ended questions should be asked. Clear encourages the person to give explanation. For example,
yes,
the question, what's the impact of technology on education?
yeah, yeah, that
So,
is the good. Yeah, yeah,
good
yeah,
question.
yeah,
Mhm.
that is the good question. Even yes, I am belongs to a technical background. That's why
Mhm.
personally I like this question very well. If anyone asks me a question related to the technical, then I am the first person who stand and give the answer of his question, because I have a knowledge, right? And if I explain
Mhm.
the answer of his question through my knowledge, and if that person will get help to improve their knowledge, then definitely I will like to give an answer in open forum as well, because someone said that if you distribute a knowledge, then God will give a more knowledge. Yeah.
So, what's the impact of artificial intelligence on the society?
According to my opinion, yes, there is not so much impact on human or on employment due to the artificial intelligence, because
Mhm.
artificial intelligence or AI made by human only, right?
Mhm.
And no one has a courage to
Mhm.
replace the human,
Mhm.
because our AI was working depends on the commands of human,
Mhm.
right? But yes, obviously, yeah, means there are certain areas where uh,
Mhm.
the impact can happen.
Mhm.
Like, suppose if I take an example, suppose just consider an example, if just consider one example. There is a certain work
Mhm,
earlier before the AI.
mhm,
There was requiring two or three people to accomplish this work, but
mhm.
due to intelligence, due to the AI, maybe require one person to complete that task. So that is the impact definitely fall on employability. But I'm sure, I'm pretty much confident, human AI can't take the place of human. Yeah,
I'm pretty much confident or confidence.
confidence.
I'm pretty much confident, not confidence.
Okay, ma'am. Noted, ma'am.
Confidence is noun.
Mm-hmm.
So here we are using it as an adjective. I
Yeah,
am pretty confident. Actually, it means you are talking confident person.
yeah.
So confidence will be noun. Here we won't be using confidence, right?
Sure, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay, coming to the bad question. Some
yeah,
questions are bad, vague,
yeah,
close-ended questions where just option is given yes or no. Monosyllabic answers are there.
yeah.
So when I say, is the sky blue? What answer will it be?
Obviously, yes.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you don't have any other explanation to give for this
Because
question.
this one is the universal truth, and it not makes sense to ask the question related to the universal truth because everyone is aware about this thing, and it is a fact actually. Yeah,
So that question is generally called close-ended question, where yes or no. Is the sky
yeah,
blue? Yes. What you or else you have to
yeah,
give.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Teaching learning process. They say that it is successful only if we ask the question to the students. How far do you agree with me?
Ma'am, I am 100% agree with you
Mm.
because being a teacher, if you don't ask the question to a student, then how do you get to know whether that student understand your concept or not? Because being a teacher, it's your responsibility to understand the concept to a student thoroughly, right? So I'm very much agree with your opinion. The After the session, it's teacher response. After the session or after the class, it's teacher responsibility to ask the question to a student, so they will get to know whether the students are understand the concept properly or not.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What should be kept in mind before asking a question to somebody?
Nothing.
Some of the things, for example, gracefully and respectfully.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. Yeah, I mean, yes, yeah. I'm totally agree with your this
Mm,
opinion as well. Because
mm,
if you ask a question, because
mhm,
there are the two ways to ask the question to anyone. First one is polite asking, and second one is a rude asking.
mhm.
If you ask the question politely, the person is also enjoy to give or to impart a proper answer,
Right.
right? And if you ask questions rudely, then
Mhm.
that people also give an answer in a rudely manner only, right?
In a rude manner.
Rude manner, yeah. So yes, means if anyone has a question, just ask politely,
Mhm.
being humble, so that person will also give an answer being humble. So that is the way. Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
If you have to interview me,
yeah.
what three questions you will be asking me?
By the way, ma'am, yes, I am also taking an interview for my organization.
Okay. So
Yeah,
just how will you interview me? It's a role play only.
yeah. So yes, first of all, I would like make you comfortable first, and I am also following the same approach whenever I am taking an interview of any individual. That time first, I will try to make that person comfortable, because once he comfortable, then he can express his answer properly,
Mhm.
right? So first of all, yes, whenever anyone come, I would offer him, please have a seat,
Mhm.
and after that, I would also offer him, do you want a tea, coffee, or a biscuit, any other stuff.
Mhm.
And after that, formally I asked him, could you please introduce yourself in short and sweet. I use the word short and sweet because what happen, if I'm not use this word, then people continuously
Mhm.
uh, giving his introduction,
Yeah,
right?
they will go on
So
and on. Hmm.
go and go, yeah, and then I start to ask a actual technical question.
Hmm.
So yeah, this is the way I'm following while taking an interview.
Yes, very good.
Yeah,
Okay, just one situation I'll be giving. I want to see that how long you can speak on that, right?
sure, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay. There was a knock at the door. I went to open the main gate. I saw the delivery boy was standing with a beautiful bouquet, and I got confused. Now, imagination can run in any direction.
yeah,
So, how will you build the story or just a narrative?
yeah. Means obviously means if any salespersons is standing on my door with a bouquet. So first of all, I would ask him.
Mhm.
I would ask him, means who's this bouquet? Where you want to go? And before that, I would like to ask my family member whether they book the bouquet from any online platform or not. Once I get a confirmation from my family member, then first of all, I would accept that bouquet, and then maybe I will offer him have a drink, have a water, like that. And after that, if obviously means it is my home culture. If anyone is coming in our home on daily basis as well, so I we would always offer him a tea or water, because whenever means since that thing is this is not from my generation, but yeah, when I was child, that time as well, my parent uh, has been following the same thing, right? And I would also carry forward the same thing from my parent as well. So then I ask him, then maybe, yeah, miss, in this way can act, miss, if that order is not booked my family member, then I would like to reject that order politely. So I would say him, boss, this one is not my order. Even I don't want to accept the order from unknown people. So could you please carry this order with you? So in this way, I can either accept or reject based on the order.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, coming to my feedback,
Yes,
Praful,
ma'am.
as far as confidence is concerned, abundance of that you have. And according to me, learning a language, the first stage is not grammar, vocabulary, sentence structure.
Yeah.
Confidence is the first one.
Yes.
So,
Agree.
because a confident person can grasp anything easily, right? So, that you have in abundance, and the first stage is over, right?
Yes.
Now, secondly, tense goes haywire. When you were describing this situation, it was in the past. So the whole needs to be in the past, right? Because you are talking about that incident when there was a knock at the door. I went to open the main gate. The delivery boy was standing with the bouquet,
But
right?
ma'am, frankly, yes. Sorry to
Please.
interrupt here, but I'm assuming that the you have given me a condition, and I want to explain how I can deal if anyone knock on my door. So that's why I'm explaining whole the thing by considering the simple present or future tense.
Okay,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
yeah,
But generally, keep in mind that anything which is over should be in the past. But anyhow, you generalize the situation, that's
yes,
okay.
yeah, yeah,
So when we generalize, yes, present tense is accepted. Secondly, whenever the direct speech is there, while elaborating, it needs to be changed into indirect speech. I asked him, uh, who has sent the bouquet? I asked him. Now I'll change it into indirect speech. I
yeah,
asked him
yeah.
who had sent the bouquet.
Right.
So that mostly because they say that direct speeches are used mm, when something is being enacted on the stage.
Right.
Dramatic aspect should not be more than 5%. Even in the books you must have read that mostly less direct speeches are there when we are elaborating it. And in the spoken English, mostly because you must have seen on the stage when somebody is quoting, they will do like this. That
Yes.
means these are not my words. This is the quotation. I am quoting somebody else's. So, similarly, while speaking, miscommunication may not set in. So, we mostly recommend that it should be changed into indirect speeches,
Sure, ma'am.
right?
Yeah.
So, anything else you want to ask, you are free to.
Yes, ma'am. Miss, I have a couple of questions here. So
Yeah,
first of
please.
all, yes, I would like to know uh, grammatical mistake. As I said earlier, I joined this platform to
Hmm.
speak English without grammatical mistake. So
Hmm.
may I know how much grammatical mistake uh, I had done while speaking with you?
Grammatically, as I said, that tense, sometimes it's going haywire,
But it
but
was,
mostly,
slight
mostly it
or
was correct.
yeah,
Occasionally it goes
yeah,
haywire,
yeah,
maybe slip of tongue, right?
yeah, yeah.
Uh, Secondly, pronunciation sometimes, for
Yes,
example, bouquet, not bouquet.